Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
We almost always have Katie and Al. Can we take out the letters? We don't need that. Yeah. Overseas.
Kate, right?
Yeah. Mm. Great. Hello, Binu. How you doing? Binu, would you be available to chair the first meeting of October?
I think I should be here. Yeah. I'm fine with it.
Why don't you come on in first meeting in October
Yeah. I'll do
and
that.
sit in this chair? Thank you.
Welcome.
Start recording.
Can someone online other than Banu say something? Because she's very quiet, so we want to check if it's her or us.
I am here. This is Katie.
Katie's always better, no matter what the volume's set for.
Oh, good.
Can you hear me now?
Zach, looks like you're set up for a podcast.
Banu, it's pretty soft.
Is there some way to turn up the volume?
We're looking.
You mean from the?
For what it's worth, I
Yeah.
hear.
I don't know if you
fine.
can turn them
Yeah,
all up
just
or
barely.
individually they need to turn it up.
I can hear Banu fine.
Yeah.
It seems like I'm not being heard.
Oh, we hear you. We can hear you, Zach.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Faintly. Good enough, good enough. All right, recording?
Recording in progress.
All right. Okay, I call to order the Inland Wetlands Agency meeting of Mansfield, Connecticut, September 2nd, 2025 at 6:02 PM. Members present are Aho Corsi, Anglin, Chandy, Al Furtoni, Katie Furtoni, Ron Wutch, and alternate Hadrinsky, who is seated for absent member DeVivo. We have a consent agenda, which is minutes from August 4th.
Which moves to approve the minutes of August 4th as written.
August. Moved by Wutch,
Second by Corsi.
second by Corsi. Any discussion? All in favor? Okay, passes unanimously. We will have no public hearings today, as I understand it.
Oh, Mr. Chair, just a note that Josh Walters has joined us.
Oh, okay. Hi, Josh. You're not seated though, right? Yeah, we only had one absence.
Yep, you have
Two?
Jim. did you-
two, and plus you, yeah, I believe he is seated.
We're 9 altogether, right?
Yeah. No, he's an alternate. Should have that right in front of me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, not seated.
Okay, so you have 9 members.
We have 9 with Jim.
Okay, great.
Okay. Hearings.
You do have public hearings that you have to open and then continue. So
Okay.
sadly, we do have to read a lot of things, a lot of legal notices into the record.
Okay.
And I might recommend, because we have to do this 5 times, that one person just kind of
blows through the motions to continue the public hearings, but first, we can talk about that at the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting, but so
For inland wetlands, we have two, right?
you have one public hearing and one receipt.
Right, one public hearing, one receipt. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we need to continue. Who would like to?
So, first you have
First-
to open it and then.
Oh,
you
we have to open it.
Open it.
Oh.
I have to read the,
Ah.
notice into the
Okay.
record and then we have to continue it.
Okay,
Yep.
Can't continue something you haven't opened.
that's a good point. Okay, so at 6:05 PM, I will open a public hearing into the application of the town of Mansfield to repair a disconnected road culvert at Eagleville Brook at approximate to 11 Hunting Lodge Road. And members present for this public hearing are Aho Corsi, Anglin, Chandy, Al Fratoni, Katie Fratoni, Ron Wutch, and alternates Hadrinsky and Walters. Hadrinsky is seated. We need to do the public announcement.
Yeah, I'll read the public hearing notice into the
Okay.
record. So the Mansfield, the following notice was published in the Willimantic Chronicle on Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, and Thursday, August 28th, 2025. The Mansfield Inland Wetlands Agency will hold the following public hearing on September 2nd, 2025 at 6 p.m. via hybrid meeting in the council chamber, AP Beck Building, 4 South Eagleville Road, Mansfield, Connecticut, to hear comments on the following application. 6 p.m., application of the town of Mansfield to repair a disconnected road culvert at Eagleville Brook located proximate to 11 Hunting Lodge Road and 321 Separatist Road, file W1638. For information on how to participate in the public hearing will be included on the meeting agenda, available at least 48 hours prior to the hearing in the town's agenda center, www.mansfieldct.gov/agenda center. No information from the public shall be received after the close of the public hearing. Additional information regarding this application is available in the Mansfield Planning Office, AP Beck Building, 4 South Eagleville Road, Mansfield CT 06268, or by emailing planzonedept@mansfieldct.org. Paul Aho Chair, Katie Fratoni Secretary.
Okay, now that it's open, we can continue it.
That is correct. Yep.
Okay.
So we do have a motion that we prepared for you.
I can read the motion.
Thanks.
Which moves to continue the public hearing on the application of the town of Mansfield to repair a disconnected road culvert at Eagleville Brook located proximate to 11 Hunting Lodge Road and 321 Separatist Road to a special hybrid meeting of the Inland Wetlands Agency on September 15th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the council chamber, RDP Peck Building, 4 South Eagleville Road.
Moved by Woods.
Maybe second.
Second by Ron. Any discussion? All in favor? Raise your hand. Okay, passes unanimously. That is continued. Okay, so we have no old business. We have, oh, hi, John. Okay. John DeVivo arrived, and we have a full complement of all 9 commissioners. Wow, that's the first time in a long time.
So we
So,
have no alternates that are
alternates.
seated.
Sorry. Well, you got your vote in on the, you voted on off the island. Okay. We need to receive an application now under new business.
So I can just do a little bit of explaining for you.
Okay.
This is the Maple Road it's a pathway to make Maple Road a more complete street. So associated with that work will be the installation of a pedestrian pathway, drainage improvements, and some additional road improvements. As part of that work, there will be about 7,400 square feet of direct impact to wetlands. So that will be temporary impact. So in those cases, we generally have a public hearing. So the motion that we prepared for you reflects that to schedule a public hearing on October 6th.
Okay. Is that going to be a sidewalk all the way to the middle school
That is correct.
from South Eagleville?
That is correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I know someone who's going to take their bicycle all the way.
All the way to middle school.
Yeah, okay, so,
Wow. Okay.
who would like to read that? Thanks.
Commissioner Wutsch moves to receive the application of the Town of Mansfield Department of Public Works for complete streets improvement on Maple Road, including a multi-use trail and associated drainage improvements. As the proposed improvements may have a significant impact on wetlands, schedule a public hearing for 6 p.m. on Monday, October 6, 2025, in the council chambers of the Audrey P. Beck Municipal Building, 4 South Eagleville Road, Mansfield, Connecticut, and refer the application to the Conservation Commission for review and comment.
Moved by Wutsch,
I'll second.
second by Ron.
There is just a small Scribner's error that we'll fix.
okay.
It should be a public hearing shall be scheduled for 6 p.m.
Okay.
Any discussion? All in favor? Okay, passes unanimously.
Paul, I did have a question.
Oh, question, okay.
I would assume with that application that we'll have diagrams, drawings.
Yes, you'll have a full, and
full-
that is in the packet as
Gotcha.
well, but yes,
Okay.
and there'll be an opportunity for a field trip as well.
So Inland Wetlands Agency meeting is closed at 6:11 p.m. Okay, I open the Mansfield, Connecticut Planning and Zoning Commission meeting of September 2nd, 2025 at 6:11 p.m. Members present are Aho Corsi, Anglin, Chandy, John DeVivo, Al Furtoni, Katie Furtoni, Ron Wutsch, and alternates Hadrinsky and Walters. Alternates are not seated this week. We have a consent agenda for the minutes of August 11th, special meeting.
Which moves to approve the consent agenda approval of minutes from August 11th, 2025.
Moved by Wutsch.
Tony
I'll
will
stay
second
consistent.
it.
Second, please.
Okay. Second by, I heard Katie first. Second by Katie. All in favor? Okay, passes unanimously. Now we have, these are unopened also, so we have to open them and then continue.
That is correct, but we're hoping that you will move new business item 5A
Okay,
after the consent agenda. So if you could
Okay.
make that motion, and then we could hear the subdivision modification on.
okay, we
Jacobs
can
Hill.
get that done before we do this.
That's
Okay.
right, yeah. And then we can just move right through those continuance. to
Okay.
The public hearing.
All right. Someone like Craig, you want to?
Which moves to consider new business item number 5A after the consent agenda.
Yeah, moved by Wutsch,
Second.
second by Ron. All in favor? Okay, so now we will go to item 5A. Which is the application for a modification approved subdivision. So we're moving the lot line basically here, right?
Yes, so the applicant is here.
Okay,
If you would,
Yeah.
he'll come on up and.
tell us about it. This is the only exciting thing we have going on today.
Oh, wow. Yes, you're in.
If I don't disappoint you. All right, my name is Chris Exedy. My wife and I own the 2 lots that we're talking about here, Lot 14 and Lot 15 on Jacobs Hill Road in Mansfield. We bought Lot 15 about 2 years ago, and we're looking to transfer it to my daughter and son-in-law. And prior to doing that, we're looking to keep a portion of it and include it in our current lot. So we have the ability to expand our existing lot and, have some additional space for ourselves. So that's basically the application, and here to answer any questions. My son-in-law is here as well, if you have any questions for him.
Okay.
So,
So I think it's worth noting that we're not creating any new lots
Yeah.
in this subdivision, and we're also not deleting any lots. So this is just simply taking 3.5 acres from 15, which is a large parcel, and merging it with lot 14, actually making lot 14 a more conforming lot. Getting closer, you were at 1 point,
Just under 1.5, yeah.
just under 1.5, which was okayed through the subdivision, but adding this makes 14 and 15 both more conforming lots.
Okay. Any questions from the commission? It's just not going to get very exciting here tonight. Okay, thank you for that.
Thank you.
That's something we can do tonight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a motion for that?
Yep.
Okay, would you like to read
I
it?
have a question before we.
Move to approve the application of Christopher, was it Exidy?
Wait, Zach, I think Zach has a question.
Oh, Zach, yeah. Hello, Zach.
Yeah, so this seems completely innocuous, something we should definitely just support. I think this is the sort of thing that we had talked about making a by right, by lowering or maybe it's not by right to change a lot line, but we talked about lowering the minimum lot size from below its current 2 acres. Is that something that is in the works? We haven't heard on that in a few months now.
So that's not related to this particular application, but that is something that we are working with our zoning consultants on doing. And that would be something that we consider after the adoption of the Plan of Conservation and Development, just because we want to make sure that everyone in town is good with that. And hopefully that would be a recommendation in the POCD.
Okay, I bring it up because that's one of the rationales that Jolene just gave to approve this, was that it'll make the lot that is under 2 acres become more conforming, because now it'll be over 2 acres. And I wish that we didn't have to consider that.
Right. So regardless, it's still this lot line adjustment basically, or subdivision modification would still be conforming even if they change the regulations, to be much smaller. So the lot size to be much smaller.
So it becomes more conforming under their current regulations.
Correct.
Under
Yep.
future ones, it maybe doesn't make any difference.
Yep, that is correct.
But good point. That's something we're looking to discuss later this year.
I'm looking ahead here, but I think I heard Zach say that there's a consideration for doing this as of right in the future, or the possibility.
Well, just looking at our different zones, so that we are looking at, say, maybe we would have more R20 zones, for example, or more maybe an R10 zone, for example. Regardless, this is a subdivision, so whatever you would be doing, you would have to go through the subdivision process.
Gotcha. Okay.
But for our purposes tonight, we're just changing a little line.
Looking too far ahead.
Would someone like to read that?
By the way, I was in.
Oh, you already started.
Okay.
Okay, you're up to
Yep.
City.
Applicant owner to modify the Jacobs Hill 2 subdivision to take 3.5 acres from lot 15 and merge it with lot 14 as shown on plans prepared by Datum Engineering dated July 22, 2025. Said approval is conditioned upon the following. 1, all notes shown on the original subdivision plans dated February 17, 1986 and revised March 27, 1987 of this commission remain in effect. 2, pursuant to Chapter 169-6L, the applicant is required to file a notice of this action on the land records and index to notice future owners of the subject lot and the affected abutting lots. 3, the applicant is required to apply for and obtain a zoning permit, for a lot line modification. In approving this modification, the commission has determined that the proposed lot line revision complies with the applicable zoning and subdivision requirements and will not significantly affect natural or man-made feature, scenic views or vistas, open space, recreation areas, or other important resources identified during the subdivision approval process.
Moved by Ron,
Second by Butch.
second by Butch. Any discussion? All in favor? Okay, passes unanimously. You're good to go.
Done.
Thank you.
Move that line.
Move that line. Push that line.
Lucky center line. You're right, Craig. Yeah.
Okay, now we can get back to opening and tabling hearings. That's our primary job tonight.
Okay. So we're at-
Jennifer, in doing this, are we going to be bunched up with these hearings?
Well, you would have been bunched up tonight anyways, so
Yeah,
you're going to
okay.
be bunched up at a little
Gotcha.
later date.
Some point.
So, yeah,
Bunching's going to,
I think that Ted's is going to be, so first of all, I think we have to continue, we're continuing one because it's already been opened, the hearing for Ryan McDonald for Ted's, but then the rest, so that will be on, that's scheduled to occur on September 15th. And then the remaining hearings will occur on
oh, I
October
see,
6th.
October.
So,
Got it.
and hopefully they're all sort of related reg changes. So hopefully that will go fairly quickly. It won't.
Well, and we want to give a lot of work to be new.
October 6th. Yeah. We'll try to make it as easy as possible.
Okay, so the first one is just plain continuing. That's an easy one. Okay, thank you.
Corsi moves to continue the public hearing on the application of Ryan McDonald for a special use permit with associated site plan modifications on property owned by King Hill Properties LLC, owner and operator of Ted's, and located at 16 King Hill Road, assessor parcel ID 15.33.6, PZC file number 1384-1, to the Planning and Zoning Commission's regular hybrid meeting on September 15th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the council chamber, Audrey E. Beck Building, 4 South Eagleville Road.
Moved by Corsi,
Second by DeVivo.
second by DeVivo.
I have one comment to make.
Okay.
If we could change the time to 6:02 p.m., just because we have to stack them, and the Inland Wetlands Agency hearing was continued to 6 p.m. So
Yeah,
change it.
Okay.
That's first.
Okay, that's okay with
Fine with me.
Corsi
Okay.
and DeVivo. Okay, any discussion? All in favor? Okay, passes unanimously. Okay, the next one we need to open and then continue. Okay, so I open the public hearing to consider PZC initiated amendments to Article 11, Section 190 to 73 of the zoning regulations related to site plan requirements. Members present for this public hearing are Aho, Corsi, Anglin, Chandy, DeVivo, Al Furtoni, Katie Furtoni, Ron Wutch, and alternates Hudrinsky and Walters. Neither one are seated. So we have a public meeting announcement.
Okay, so to save us all some time in this room, what I think I'm going to do, and I believe this is legal because we have the public hearing notice in your packet. I'm going to read this public hearing notice in full once.
Okay.
And I'm going to then refer to the public hearing notice in the future, when we open the future public hearings. That way we don't have to spend 5 additional minutes. Okay, so the following notice was published in the Willimantic Chronicle on Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, and Thursday, August 28th, 2025. The Mansfield Planning and Zoning Commission will hold the following public hearing on Monday, September 2nd, via hybrid meeting to hear comments regarding the following application. 605, PZC initiated amendments to Article 11, 190, 73 of the zoning regulations related to site plan requirements, file P 907-67. Information on how to participate in the public hearings will be included in the meeting agenda, available at least 48 hours prior to the hearings in the town's agenda center, www.mansfieldct.gov/agenda center. No information from the public shall be received after the close of public hearings. Additional information regarding these applications are available in the Mansfield Planning Office, AP Beck Municipal Building, 4 South Eagleville Road, Mansfield, Connecticut, 06268, or by emailing planzone@mansfieldct.org. Paul Aho, Chair, Katie Fertoni, Secretary, and that's that. So you have a motion to continue this.
Okay, so that, but we can use that same one for
You-
all.
So no, I'm gonna refer to this legal notice
Okay.
when we open the public hearing.
Got it.
So we're gonna have to open them and then we're gonna have to continue each one, but I'm just gonna refer back to this legal notice and I'm gonna kind of summarize it rather than reading it.
Okay, so the
verbatim.
first, the first one has been opened and can be now continued.
And there is a typo. The hearings are supposed to be on August 6th, not August 5th. So if you could just, sorry, October 6th, not, not October 5th.
Yep, thanks.
Accorsi moves to continue the public hearing on the PZC-initiated amendments to Article 4, Section 190-73 of the Mansfield zoning regulation related to site plan requirements, PZC file number 907-67, to Monday, October 6, 2025, at 6:05 p.m. at the PZC's regular hybrid meeting in the council chamber, Audrey P. Beck Building, 4 South Eagleville Road.
Okay, moved by Corsi,
Second.
second by Ron. All in favor? Okay, motion passes.
Well, I'm going to interrupt here.
Yep.
Jen and you both mentioned Article 11. I'm reading here Article 4, which, and that's what Sarah read. It is what the motion says, Article 4.
Is it 4 or 11?
Let us look. I think it's 11, but
Sorry if I'm dealing in trivia, but
No,
I
no,
got
it's good.
lost.
It's good to.
it is,
open the
it's
right-
very
yeah.
important. Thank you, Ken.
Ah.
Here we go. Yeah, it's 11.
Okay, so change that to 11.
That's fine.
Okay.
Article 11.
Second remains.
Second remains, and we already voted on it, but we'll vote again. All in favor? Okay, so the first one is continued. That was B. Now we go on to C.
Going to do this again?
We do this all over again.
Yeah.
So, but I have to open.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
So, at 6:28, a public hearing is opened to consider P 907-68 PZC initiated amendment to Article 11, and this is 11, right? Section 190-74 of the zoning regulations related to special permits. And members present for this public hearing are Aho, Corsi, Anglin, Chandy, DeVivo, Al Fertoni, Katie Fertoni, Ron Witch, and alternate Sudrinsky Walters.
And I'll just note for the record that there was a public hearing notice published in the Willimantic Chronicle on Wednesday, August 20th and Thursday, August 28th, 2025. And this public hearing has been continued to 6:10 p.m. regarding Article 11, Section 190-74.
So Sarah, you all
Okay,
warmed up?
ready.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Accorsi moves to continue the public hearing on the PZC-initiated amendments to Article 11, Section 190-74 of the Mansfield zoning regulations related to special permits, PZC file number 907-68, to Monday, October 6, 2025 at 6:10 PM at the PZC's regular hybrid meeting in the council chamber, Audrey P. Beck Building, 4 South Eagleville Road.
Moved by Corsi,
Second.
second by Ron. All in favor? Okay, passes unanimously. The public hearing is continued at 6:29 PM. Okay, so we're going
It's,
to
yeah, continued. Yep. sorry.
continue. So we open another public hearing. P 907-69 PZC initiated amendments to Article 8. 8 is correct, right?
8 is correct.
Section 190-63 of the zoning regulations related to water pipeline overlay regulations. Members present: Araujo, Corsi, Anglin, Chandy, DeVivo, Al Furtoni, Katie Furtoni, Ron, Which, and alternate Sudrinsky and Walters. The public hearing, I said it was open at 6:29. And Jennifer will note that the public.
That I will note for the record that a legal notice was published in the Willimantic Chronicle on Wednesday, August 20th and Thursday, August 29th for the PZC initiated amendments to Article 8, Section 190-63 of the zoning regulations related to the water pipeline overlay regulations, file P 907-69.
And Sarah will help us continue.
Corsi moves to continue the public hearing on the PZC initiated amendments to Article 8, Section 190-63 of the Mansfield zoning regulations related to the water pipeline overlay zone regulations, PZC file number 907-69, to Monday, October 6, 2025 at 6:15 PM at the PZC's regular hybrid meeting in the council chamber, Audrey P. Beck Building, 4 South Eagleville Road.
Moved by Corsi,
Second.
second by Ron. All in favor? Okay, passes unanimously. And that public hearing was continued at 6:31. Also at 6:31, we open another public hearing. P 907-70 PZC initiated amendments to Article 11, Section 190-75 of the zoning regulations related to performance standard regulations. Members present are Ajo, Corsi, Anglin, Chandy, DeVivo, Al Furtoni, Katie Furtoni, Ron, Which, and alternate Sudrinsky and Walters. And we did have a public notice.
The public notice was published on Wednesday. The legal notice was published in the Willimantic Chronicle on Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, and Thursday, August 28th, 2025. And this is related to the PZC amendments to Article 11, Section 190-75, related to performance standards.
All right. Corsi moves to continue the public hearing on the PZC initiated amendments to Article 11, Section 190-75 of the Mansfield zoning regulations related to performance standards, PZC file number 907-70, to Monday, October 6, 2025 at 6:20 PM at the PZC's regular hybrid meeting in the council chamber, Audrey P. Beck Building, 4 South Eagleville Road.
Moved by Corsi,
Second.
second by Ron. All in favor? Okay, so it was continued at 6:32 PM. I don't know if we're making any progress, but we're sure doing it efficiently. Okay, under old business. Okay, so that was tabled and tabled and tabled and tabled. And we did the subdivision already.
And I did want to note that you had received an application for a modification to an approved site plan for Meadow Brook Gardens, and they have withdrawn their application.
Okay,
So,
that was the garbage can thing.
yes,
Okay, so they're going to continue with the old garbage can.
that is correct.
Got it. Okay. Anything else we need to do tonight? We have two more meetings in September, or just one more?
One more.
Because I had on my calendar the 11th, but that's not a meeting. So we have one more on the 15th.
Right.
Okay, got it. Okay,
Just really quickly, there are some training opportunities.
Mhm.
I don't know if anybody needs credits. Yeah, so Ken.
would, yeah.
Yeah, so tomorrow I'll send out the email. There are some lunchtime, like hour-long classes. You can participate virtually, but it'll get you towards your 4 credits.
Be happy to.
Okay.
And I did want to point, I'm going to be sending out a few notifications, but there are, CROG is doing a regional housing strategy, and I'm serving on their advisory committee and the technical advisory committee for that. And they're going to be having some regional housing forums. One is in East Hartford on October 16th, and the other one is in Southington on September 24th. And they are asking that at least one representative from a planning and zoning commission or affordable housing committee attend. We can assist you with registration, and I will be going to the October 16th one, and we can carpool if you'd like. So it's Thursday, October 16th.
Honestly, I think I might be interested.
Yeah, I think that this regional housing strategy is
Yeah.
very interesting, the work that they're doing. It's been fascinating.
Whereabouts would they hold it, Jen?
East Hartford, I believe it's at the library, but I'll be sending you all the
Yeah.
information to register. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Anything else? Okay, we are adjourned at 6:35. See you on the 15th.
Yay.